It does not matter.
To me, I really think
It
Trump.
does not matter.
I don't want it to, but it's gonna be Trump.
It does not matter either way. That country is going to suffer.
Yeah.
And I do hope they bounce back, but they're not gonna bounce back for a good amount of time.
So, even though we're talking going off from telecommunication companies, food companies, what's your perspective though on Jamaican companies and how they affect, Jamaica?
That sounds like your department.
More Jamaican companies or what?
What was that question?
How does?
Yeah, it's a question.
How the question go again? Lord God, you did all heap of food in the place and make up nice. Sure, where you gonna start with? Start with up for.
Which Jamaican companies? You have a lot of Jamaican companies out there.
And so that's what I'm saying. Are you doing restaurants wise, or are you talking like race and those other companies that bottle and ship overseas?
All right, let's look at ship overseas because we need to take a break from food if we can, but we're probably gonna get back there anyway.
Okay. All right. Now, in all honesty, like companies that export things from Jamaica, I really don't think they add much value to Jamaica except the gross domestic product of Jamaica. Look on the company that makes Blue Mountain Peak coffee, right? Salada, that's the name. I was reading in the paper the other day that
What exactly did you put in the microwave? Sorry for cuts.
fries and two chicken.
So why it a crackle, sir?
Because probably fries are burn up.
Okay, continue.
I was reading the paper, reading that they only have 10% of Jamaican coffee in their Blue Mountain Peak coffee. Right? Now, the regulator body that angles exporting food products was stating that they need to add up to 25% of Jamaican coffee to classify it as Blue Mountain Peak coffee. Right? And they are fighting tooth and nails to prevent this from happening. Alright, I'm gonna check on it.
Yes,
Checking
please,
on it.
because that sound like you're ready for explode.
Maybe this is a Jamaican thing, but you have a sugar company, for example, that's not doing so good business-wise, and the moment they sell themselves to a Chinese corporation, for example, business is booming. So, is it a management problem or what?
I think it's a trust problem because Jamaicans don't really value their own. Them feel like, say, if you get from abroad, then you're getting better quality. But them now look, yeah. So them now look on the fact that at the same company with probably Jamaican workers in their same way.
Ah, boy. That is not a good look, though. Because if we're not careful, we might become little China.
You could what? China?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But China take over because them basically so own all our roads. The more the government I give them contracts to fix roads and make highways.
We don't really have to worry about China because of the political issue that's taking place in the South China Sea.
And with Corona, that kind of stop them a little bit.
And the fact that most companies are moving out of China and going into either India, Japan, Vietnam, or Taiwan, and they're using a lot of economic and political power. We don't really have to worry about them right now. They have bigger fish to fry.
Okay. But I don't know if you saw the article a couple days ago, Leo, about the 5G infrastructure they want to put in.
Yeah, that's the talk of the town now.
That is more than talk of the town. You know, hear what the ambassador did on Twitter?
I mean, buy it, I mine.
I mean, cook it.
Oh man, I didn't make this for you, you know?
Okay, they make me hungry.
Them feed you, I stop eating my food.
I'm having fries.
I mean, buy it, technically, I mine.
I'm having fries. Anyway, continue. What were you saying?
Now, I was asking Leo if you read about the whole deal with the American ambassador telling us not to use China's 5G.
That first I'm hearing about this.
Me about TikTok.
Really? No, not the TikTok. I'm talking about. Okay, so last week, it turned out that there was a big hullabaloo about the change in 5G infrastructure that Jamaica have to undergo.
Mm-hmm.
Now, China was going to be one of the persons, actually, through Yahweh, that actually helped to implement the infrastructure. The American ambassador, it's more of an ultimatum than a request or recommendation. Because if you look at the actual language I was using, you can tell that this person was basically telling me, if you do business in China, this will happen to you. That's basically what you get from it. When I find the article, I can send it to you. What happened after that is that this ambassador was then verbally addressed strongly on Twitter by Jamaicans saying, do you think you're in charge of the country? We decide our own fate and whatever. And let's just say the replies that he gave weren't very pleasant. They were demeaning, very, very disrespectful. And he later had to, well, he didn't apologize. The state had to apologize on his behalf, funny enough. But he's basically saying that, and here's his reasoning. His reasoning is that they don't want China to have any backdoor into Jamaica's infrastructure, which in hindsight will be somewhat connected to America's infrastructure.
So between China and America, want we? So which one is the lesser evil?
That's what I'm saying. Either way, you're going to have one of these two parties looking through your personal files, your bank records, whatever. So,
I'm leaning towards China, I don't know why. I'm leaning towards China.
No, sir.
With that Trump, another 4 years of Trump, I'm not sure I'm going to go there. I can't go there.
I don't think anybody should be overseeing our technological development other than us. That's what I think. I don't want to give it to America or China. I can understand why they go with China, because China, especially through Yahweh. I mean,
Yahweh or Huawei?
Huawei. Why am I saying Yahweh?
I'm not calling holding.
I'm like, is he talking about God or what?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Yeah. When it comes to that company has been doing business also with digital, you can kind of see that monetary-wise, it would be a better deal. And it's kind of funny that the recommendation that the ambassador gave was not to use the Chinese company, but use an American company. And
That don't have 5G.
No, that's not the insulting part. The company that they recommended, they said this company, and he literally said this company has no affiliation with the American government. Why would you go out on a limb to even say that? That's like saying, I have all of this need to kill you, but don't worry, I will not kill you.
I'm sorry, I'm hearing all of this, and are you referring to the TikTok debacle?
No, that's different.
If I can find out for a while and here. Yeah, that would be very interesting. But funny enough, remind me of another thing I want to talk to you guys about.
So that's why if you mention the TikTok thing. I don't understand something about it, right? Can I ask?
No, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
when this TikTok thing came out, it was a Chinese thing, right?
Yeah.
But the US...
Sorry, the parent company, even though technically the company that operates it, its back end is based in its head office, not head office, its office is in America. The parent company of that company is actually a Chinese company, so that's where the whole concern, as they love to put it, came about.
So my question...
Wasn't it Musically before it became TikTok?
Yes,
Yes.
it was.
As in the TikTok company itself is threaded in a Chinese company.
No, she was
What's the name of
asking
that?
musically. Musically, it was musically first, and then they changed it over to TikTok.
Yeah.
So my question is that US had a problem with it because of what
had a big problem.
they were saying that you can use it for what? Spying on individuals. So China
Yes,
should
you
not be
can.
trust with it. So why should they trust US with it? Is my question.
Why they should trust US with it?
Yes.
I don't think US wants to actually have it, because what they're talking about that TikTok can do is called geolocating. But it doesn't make any sense for them to say that, because Facebook, Twitter and Instagram have the same capabilities.
Yeah, I was
You
wondering.
could post. No, I'm just showing you. All right. There was I think it was a 6-minute interview some years ago. A man used basically one photo, one single photo, and he was able to figure out this is a pedophile. He had a photo of a little girl that the account that was the Facebook account was managed by the mom. He used that one photo and used again what we call geolocating or geotagging. He was able to figure out based on the upload point of that photo, her favorite park, her favorite restaurant, the route that she could take going home, the school that she goes to, and her house location. He got all of that from one photo. So for them to say that about TikTok is kind of contradictory, considering that the platform themselves are capable of doing that, even though people like Mark Zuckerberg have sadly gone in front of the Senate and explained that his company would not and does not approve of such things and would not do those kind of things.
But does Facebook do the same thing anyway?
That's what I'm saying.
That's what
it's not.
The same thing anyway.
It's not an issue that they are worried about. It's twofold. First thing, it's not an issue that the government is actually worried about China can spy on them, right? Because they already spy on everybody.
Oh, China is spying. I mean, China already copied one
And
of their
then
But isn't the US spying too?
yeah, the US is spying. It's not that they're hiding what they don't want.
No,
is that
they're all spying on each other. Don't get twisted.
what they
They're
don't
all
want-
spying on each other.
What they don't want is China become an economic powerhouse and Chinese influence to
country.
sweep over into America, right? America refuses to let go of their
Sovereignty.
economic power in the world. They already lose it, but they have a better financial infrastructure. Right? So that's one fold. Second fold, the person that brought up the issue to the American Congress saying that TikTok can be used for spying is
Don't
our
say.
very favorite nerdy billionaire,
Don't say.
Mark Zuckerberg.
Am I all people decipher that? Okay.
He brought it up. He's the one that said that TikTok can be used for kind of a spying. He brought it up.
That's
He loved
misdirection
it.
on his part.
He loved it. The
So
US
could it be
Congress,
a case that because you know what is the
No.
platform is used for him, don't want somebody else with a similar platform for do the same danger that him can possibly do?
no, that's not his issue. TikTok is a application that he cannot buy. It's a social media platform
Oh
that he
yeah,
cannot
him have
buy.
WhatsApp already. Him have, they have Instagram too, right?
He has Instagram.
Yeah.
He tried to buy Twitter, but Twitter refused him. Right now, the only competition that Facebook has in
Is
social
TikTok.
media is Twitter and then TikTok. And he didn't want an application that's taking so much traction to come into
Yeah,
the
because
American market.
Twitter you can only is limited compared to TikTok, right?
Exactly.
Which is weird, because TikTok to me is just a thing where you do a 1 minute music dance
But-
or funny video.
But they're smart. They realized that they needed to be more than that to not be a fad. So they were ready to innovate.
Well, whatever Mark Zuckerberg did, it worked. Because guess what? I think it was the last one that the actual update for that was discontinued in America. And
What was the something?
the TikTok updates, they were discontinued.
Oh, okay.
So even though persons still have the app, they can't get any further updates going forward. Not in America anyway.
You know what should happen? Congress, 'cause right now is at Congress. Facebook is at Congress to see if they should be broken up. Congress should break him up.
We can't have too much power.
Can't have too much for and give him peace of it.
You know,
That congressman?
I think Mark Zuckerberg could run for president and win.
Anybody can win at this point. You know, see who are the candidates right now?
No, did you not see that my guy that was somewhere on
Jay-Z?
Kanye,
Kim
and I
Kardashian.
guess yeah, Kanye.
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 I rather Jay-Z.
And he had his supporters to go.
Oh, they would vote for him. That's a joke. They would vote for him.
Well, guys, in 2 more days, 2, 3.
I think a 4.
Ooh.
Yeah, 2 days.
I think I November 4th.
2 days. But remember, you know, the actual official election day may be Tuesday, but the count won't be finished until probably 6 days after that.
But you hear a preliminary person for the time being. Tuesday.
Yeah. Which is why they said that the very first, remember when we were talking that night, at the very first debate, that's why the moderator asked, will you wait until the count is finished? 6 days from the election date. Will you wait and not announce yourself as... The question was asked for both persons, both Trump and Biden.
Of course, Trump now wait nothing.
Honestly, I would not be surprised if he won.
Yeah, he's the one that's going to win. Sorry.
I would not be surprised if he won.
He's going to win.
I think it's too close to tell.
No, friends are
No,
close.
don't use the numbers. Don't use the numbers. Because that what happened last time with him and Hillary. Because Hillary was ahead. Which was a joke. I will never forget this. Hillary was literally ahead by the polls. And then all of a sudden, boom.
But
By the Electoral College, Trump wins. I'm like, wait, what?
It's not the.
Did you see something that says that Hillary is part of the Electoral College now? Or am I the only one that saw something like that?
Or what?
You saw it too?
Wait.
Did you see it?
I heard something about it, but I don't believe it.
I
No,
saw
let me hear it.
that Hillary is now part of the Electoral College.
Hillary?
Really?
So, let me double check, fact check that before I'm telling y'all.
That's intriguing.
That I think she was up for it.
Right? It's a bunch of people. You realize, if you watch the Academy Awards over the years, not to bash them, because, they actually do some genuine work at times. But if you realize that they usually bring up some movies that you have never even seen in the cinema as nominees. I'm like, this movie came out this year, really? That's what I'm hearing about this.
So, question, how does she even join that, though? How do you join the Electoral College?
We're Jamaicans.
We don't understand. So, yeah, I'm sorry. I asked the question.
Don't even question in politics. Just thank God so we can buy food from them and they don't bomb us. Just leave it at that.
Yeah, sure.
But what does the college do?
They teach you how to be idiots.
The Electoral College. It does not matter.
To me, I really think Trump.
It does not matter.
I don't want it to, but it's gonna be Trump.
It does not matter either way. That country is going to suffer.
Yeah.
And I do hope they bounce back, but they're not gonna bounce back for a good amount of time. So it doesn't matter who going to be
No, they
president for
won't.
the next 4
Because
years.
the funny thing, remember the stimulus package that they pushed out. You know there's going to be a lot of taxes in the years to come just to compensate for that.
So we'll pay them taxes if people now work. Hold on.
Right there.
Hold on. Danny. No.
But he's looking.
No, man, tell Danny for jumping on this because we realize so the female them I get bash and we can't talk about it. Finish
No,
your
we're
point.
not talking about you.
Well, no, I'm just saying that you're looking at some females, which I get. But come on, say someone a dirty too.
The dirty how? Explain the dirtiness.
No.